Hello guys, today we shall be moving to the next part in our insolvency of partners. Till today we have solved where the case is only one partner is insolvent in the firm. Today we will be solving a different case, that is where all the partners except one partner are insolvent in the firm. Okay, so let us look into the first question, that is we will be solving 19th problem, page number 263. Let us go through the question. P, Q and R are partners sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 3:2:1 and their balance sheet is as follows. You have balance sheet items, sundry creditors, sundry assets, and all other things. One thing what you can observe here is partners capital accounts. P and Q is showing credit balance and R is showing debit balance. I've told you already in the class, when any partner's capital accounts show debit balance, it means what? It is capital deficiency. Now let us move to the next part. The firm was dissolved and sundry assets realized 50% of their book value. What is sundry assets value? 96,000. 96,000 50% is 48,000. Q and R are insolvent. Who are insolvent partners? Q and R. And only solvent partner is who? P is the only solvent partner. And Q's private asset has got surplus of 2,000 and R's 5,000. So Q can contribute only 2,000 rupees towards the loss of firm, and R can contribute only 5,000 towards loss of the firm. In this case, how are we going to solve the problem? We cannot apply Garner versus Murray rule. Why? Because the basic condition to apply Garner versus Murray rule is there should be minimum 2 solvent partners and minimum 1 insolvent partner. But this is not the case in this question, because you have only 1 solvent partner and 2 insolvent partners. So how do we solve the problem? We'll be looking it into today. So first account, realization account, in common you will be preparing. Realization account, transfer assets on the debit side, liabilities on the credit side. Asset realized 48,000, liabilities paid 50,000, and on the balancing of realization account you will be getting realization loss 48,000 and transfer realization loss to partners capital account in their profit sharing ratio. This loss is transferred to partners capital account. The next account is partners capital account. Here you have to be very careful. Yes, second account what we have to prepare in this case of problem is partners capital account. Partners capital account, first write down the basic common things. Bring the balance down, that is P and Q showing credit balance and R showing debit balance, and realization loss you have to get it. If you have any reserve fund, share it. If you have any other profit and loss account, profits or losses, even share it among the partners in their profit sharing ratio. Now what is to be done in the next part? Here you have Q and R as insolvent partners. Any capital deficiency of Q and R should be bought in by P itself to the business. Who is P? He is a solvent partner. Any capital deficiency of Q and R should be bought in by the P itself into the business. Now, so let us complete this partners capital account. By cash account, how much is Q able to get in cash? He is able to get in 2,000 worth rupees, because in the question it is given as Q is having 2,000 worth rupees as surplus in his business. Now R part, how much is R able to get in? He is able to get in rupees 5,000. Next thing, now what you have to do is you have to calculate capital deficiency of Q and capital deficiency of R, and whatever is the difference, it should be bought in by whom? P, that is solvent partner. How do we calculate capital deficiency? In the previous problems we were writing down working note number 1, that is calculation of capital deficiency of insolvent partners. What was the procedure? Debit side total minus credit side total. The same thing you will be doing here. Now take your calculators. First take R's, who you have Q and R as insolvent partners. Take the total, debit side total of R. 4,000 plus 8,000 plus 8,000. How much do you get? 12,000 rupees is total. On the credit side, what is the amount you have? 5,000 rupees. Minus 5,000. 12,000 minus 5,000. What is, sorry, 12,000 minus 5,000. What is the difference? 7,000. 7,000 amount is capital deficiency of Mr. R. Who should get cash in this? P should get in the cash. So to buy, who is paying this amount? P is paying. So by P's account, P's capital account, P is paying how much? He is paying 7,000 rupees to R. So R's capital deficiency is 7,000 and it is paid by P. Next, same way you have to do it for Q. Q, what is total debit side total of Q? 16,000 minus credit side total of Q is 10,000 plus 2,000, 12,000 minus 12,000. How much do you get? How much do you get? 4,000 as the difference. Who should get in this amount? The solvent partner, that is P. So 4,000. P is getting 4,000 instead of Q. Nil. Now, debit side total of debit side total of Q and R will be tallying here. What is the next thing you have to do? You have to make corresponding entry for what P is getting, corresponding entry in place of P. So what you will do? What do you do in the debit side? To whom is P giving first? Q. Q's account. To Q's account, how much is he giving? 4,000 rupees. 4,000 rupees. Next he is paying to, next he is giving to whom? To R. To R's account, 7,000 rupees. Yes. Now take the balance. Take the balance and close partner's capital account. How do you close it? Anyhow, R's Q and R, it is tallying debit side and credit side. So what is Q and R total? R is 12,000 and here also you have 12,000. Q is 16,000 and here also you have 16,000. Yes. Now balancing figure of P. You have 40,000. 40,000 minus debit side total, you will be getting 5,000 rupees. This 5,000 rupees is paid in cash to P. So to cash balancing figure. With this, you will be completing your partner's capital account. What you have to do here is, insolvent partners, he has insolvent partner's deficiency should be bought in by solvent partner, that is P. And if any difference is there, you have to pay it in cash to solvent partner. That is the only difference you do here in this partner's capital account. Next, we will be moving to cash account. Yes, the last part in our 19th problem is cash or bank account. You don't have any cash or bank balances, so directly start with realization account. Realization account, assets realized 48,000, creditors paid 50,000. Now, to Q's capital account 2,000. What is this surplus amount bought in by Q towards the business? It is there in the question and you have also written it in the partner's capital account also. To R's capital 5,000, that is surplus amount bought in by R in the form of cash towards the business. You have already written it in partner's capital account. Next thing, by P's capital account, that is balancing figure what you have written in partner's capital account, 5,000. With this, you completed your cash or bank account, and 55,000 is cash or bank account total. If your cash or bank account is tallying, that means what? Your problem is right.